Yeah, the Duetto di Cremona. Beethoven is the topic we are talking about. These quartets of Beethoven, they are so special because they were so modern at their time. How does music change and why was it so modern? What limits did Beethoven break?
I think Beethoven himself wrote in his letter that in some of his letters that his music wasn't not for his contemporary people but for the people. Yeah, absolutely. And there is a famous conversation he has with an Italian violinist, and he says, you know, but this part of the Opus 59 number 1 is too difficult, it's too visionary. Yes, but I don't write for you. I mean, I write for the future. And I think he just maybe because he wasn't able to listen to hear anymore, he found a dimension that helped him to break all the rules. It's amazing. It's amazing.
We now say we live in a world of every possibility. We have the internet. We can look on pages we don't even want to spell what the names is. Everything seems to be possible. Yeah. Is it still possible to break rules as Beethoven has done it?
I think it can be possible. It's a little bit difficult because we live in a period where there's a lot of chaos. Right. There's too much noises. So I think it's a little bit more difficult than Beethoven at Beethoven times, but I think it can be possible.
But you're even more crazy. You even want to use Beethoven's music to show us a mirror as well of our time and to break emotional rules of our times. Why does Beethoven's music still shock us?
I think because Beethoven music talks about all the aspects of life that we still live and experience, and not just in a material way, but in a philosophical, in an emotional way. And he was able to do in a so great way that it's, you know, I think it's now in 200 years. I mean, it always will touch us.
How would you say that? Why does he still shock us? I mean, if especially the quartets, if we hear them, we feel uncomfortable, we feel moved somewhere where we don't expect to be moved anymore. Where does he get a grip on our fears?
Beethoven is special because he put his life, all the emotion of his life in his music. Mm-hmm. So you can, when you play and when you hear the Beethoven's quartet, you can really feel his life, his suffering, his illness.
Our life as well?
Yeah. Oh, for sure, because we have the same problem of Ludwig.
My thesis is we always hide these levels of asking ourselves, where are we fragile, where are we unsatisfied, where don't we get what we want, where are we afraid? And Beethoven, slaps it around our ears.
Yeah, Beethoven wasn't afraid to show in his music all these things, and you are totally right when you say that he's shown all the great fears that a man can have, especially death and illness, as we said. And he wasn't afraid. Let's say maybe he was unpolitically correct.
Yes.
You know?
This is something we don't know in our time.
No. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Not at all.
No. So that's why we need you to be reminded that this is so important to move forward.
Yeah, I think so. And we learn in our career and with our former teachers that with Beethoven you have no compromises. And as we were discussing about it today, we are very used to compromises, maybe too much, too many. Beethoven was a man of no compromises.
And no compromises means that you always get in a dialogue which is confrontive, you know, and to confrontation. And probably this is what you feel as a musician as well. You have to be confronted with yourself.
Yes, of course. Every time that we keep the violin, every time we need to also discover ourselves every second of music.
So thank you, Ludwig van Beethoven, and thank the two of you and the four of you. Thank you very much, and congratulations. Yeah, thanks.